Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's sweatiest music nerd. It's disgustingly hot outside today. Not very cool. Not feeling great about it either, but I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna vibe a little bit. Just dreaming here about some melons. Some cool, crisp, sweet, refreshing melons. That's all I'm thinking about. It's all I'm dreaming about. It's all that's going through my mind. And I thought to celebrate that, I might do a little melon tier list. Back in the day with Sean Evans and Binging with Babish, we had a little bit of a melon review together, a melon assessment. But I think in this video, we're going to go a little bit deeper. You'll get my pure, just completely unadulterated, unfiltered, unswayed opinion on various melons in this video. Let's go. But blam. The first melon is what is labeled as a seeded watermelon, a watermelon with seeds. I don't really mind a watermelon with seeds. Watermelon with seeds is pretty good. I often find watermelons with seeds to be sweeter than many of the seedless watermelons out there. I mean, maybe it's harder to come across a riper seedless watermelon. I don't exactly know what the deal is. I mean, I've had some good seedless watermelons, but I usually find the taste of the seeded, maybe it's a placebo effect. I don't know. Seeded watermelons for me are a little bit more consistent, but I guess you have the seeds, you know, which can be sort of an inconvenience if you don't want to chew them and swallow them. You got to spit them out. It's not the watermelon's fault. It's got seeds in it. I would easily put the watermelon, the seeded classic watermelon in the S tier. I can't believe we came right out of the gate with guns blazing. Seedless watermelon, you know, looks sad without the seeds. So I'm gonna have to put seedless in the A squad. Still good, but you know, juicy, sweet, wonderful, iconic. Love cutting into a watermelon, seedless or unseedless, honestly. Love those melons. Next, it is the beloved cantaloupe. I actually love some cantaloupe. I think cantaloupe is quite good. Sure, you can come across a bad cantaloupe that's a little hard and it is a little bit of a pain in the butt to cut up, but I love the flavor of a cantaloupe. I think it's got a really velvety, soft, sleek texture. That's quite great. I think the cantaloupe is a sweet-ass melon, y'all. And I feel like in terms of like melons that exist on the planet, this is the melon that, you know, many feel I look the most like. So I feel like I have to kind of tier this one high just based on self-identity's sake. Again, the cantaloupe can be a little fickle, but texture's great, taste is great. You know, as long as it's cut up nice, I think a cantaloupe is fantastic. All right, next we have the honeydew, or as many like to call it, the bizarro cantaloupe. You know, I find often when I'm getting some in a fruit salad or in a store or something, the honeydew is an even more fickle melon than the cantaloupe is. Often pieces that I get are not as sweet, are not as velvety. Even when under like the most ideal conditions, I don't find it to be as god tier as the cantaloupe or especially the watermelon. It's certainly not bad by any stretch, which is why I think there's so much of it, but it's not like a mind-blowing melon. It's not a life-changing melon. It's just like a fairly good melon. I'd throw it in the B. Here we have the horned and spiked melon, which I believe has like a really sweet kind of jelly-like texture going on inside of it, if I remember correctly. I'm not crazy about it. I think the taste is kind of tangy, which is okay, but it's not the best flavor I've ever had in my life. Spikes, ouch, hurt, protect me, save me. What the hell is going on here? Like, I feel like a fruit shouldn't be threatening me. As soon as you pick up a spiked melon, it's just like ready to fucking attack, and I'm just not into that. Super tangy in a way that's a little unappealing. The jelly is weird. The seeds are overbearing. It's ready to fucking kill you. I'm not really crazy about the spiked melon, honestly. Like, it's got a cool novelty to it, for sure. You know, it's definitely an aesthetic melon. But like as far as eating goes, I'm not really nuts about it. I'll put it in the D. I'll give it the D. Bitter melon. Yeah, I tried this as well. Not crazy about it. I don't really care for the taste. I don't care for the texture. I don't care for much of anything about it. I'd throw it in the E. Sorry to all the bitter melon fans out there. But bam! Bet you didn't see this one coming, bitch. That's right. Cucumbers are related to the melon family. And cucumbers, in my opinion, are fucking awesome. Yeah, sure, they're not like sweet like your average melon is, but like seeds are cool, nice crisp texture, they're juicy, they're refreshing, they go great in sandwiches, salads, so on and so forth. There's a lot of great applications for the cucumber, man. Love the cucumber. Cukes all day, cukes all night. Cukes when you're wrong, cukes when you're right. A cukes can never be wrong, so you're always right with a cucumber. It's a great little secret melon, and it's in the shape of a dick. Spaghetti squash. This is a melon. Spaghetti squash, messy, stinky, awkward, weird squash, like butternut squash and stuff like that. I'm not into it. Just a no for me, dog. I know this is a lot of people's vibe, especially people who wear flannel, especially people who are like fall people, and I very much consider myself to be a fall person. I know this is like a lot of people's vibe, but not me, man. Not me. F all fucking day. Next, we have a party-sized Chips Ahoy. The chocolate chips do look like seeds, and it's sweet. As far as like store-bought cookies go, Chips Ahoy, not that great. You could do better. Pumpkins are melons too? I should have known, just like that goddamn spaghetti squash. Pumpkins, though, I actually don't mind. I mean, I've had pumpkin, cooked up and thrown into salad before. Tastes pretty good, has a decent texture. I do like pumpkin flavoring in various things here and there. Pumpkin scent, pumpkin spice. It's pretty good. It's not one of my favorite things in the world, but I don't really mind the pumpkin all that much. I guess I appreciate its seasonality, at least over here in the U.S., both in terms of growth and cultural relevancy. I would put it in the C column. It's again, not something that takes up a whole lot of room in my life, and not something that I would die without, but I think the world would be sadder without the pumpkin. What do we have next? Boop! Big old eggplant. Eggplants are boss, man. Lots of great Italian cooking with that eggplant. Do like that eggplant. Sure, it doesn't have like the strongest flavor in the world, but I mean, however you cook it, that's how it's going to taste. With sauce, with cheese, with whatever spices, and a stew, and a lasagna, and a this, and a that. I mean, and I like the texture of the eggplant too. I mess with some eggplant. I do mess with some eggplant. Solid melon, solid veg. And finally, we have a melon with me on it. I put myself in the S column, honestly. What melon out there is talking and doing as many cool things as me? I mean, most melons just kind of sit there until they get ate. You could do so many more things other than eat me. You know, you could watch me, you could listen to me talk. I could play Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. I can drive, I can cook. I could actually take a knife and cut other melons up for myself and other people to eat. I think, my versatility is proven far beyond that of most melons. But I wouldn't necessarily put myself up against, the watermelon. I think if it really came down to it, if the world had a vote, I mean, I think there are some other melons here that are like really competition, and maybe even Chips Ahoy here. If there ever was some kind of like grand vote on whether I or watermelons lived, if you picked watermelons over me, it's no hard feelings. I know it's nothing personal. I mean, it might be a little personal. Some people might be like, I really fucking hate that guy and I like watermelons, so this is a win-win for me. Even if you do like me, if you ended up like picking watermelons, it's no hard feelings. All right, so I think we can leave it at that, everyone. Anthony Fantano here. This is my melon tears. These are my melons. Thank you for checking my melons out. Over here next to my head is another video that you could check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, melons, tears, forever.